Seniors, I need you to listen closely to this, because right now, while you are listening to my voice, there is a silent war happening inside your body. Most doctors will check your blood pressure, they will check your cholesterol, they might even ask about your joints, but there is a critical conversation that almost none of them are having with their patients over the age of 60. It isn't about your heart, and it isn't about your digestion. It is about what happens inside your skull the very moment you close your eyes at night. You see, for decades, we used to think sleep was passive. We thought the body just powered down like a television set, but we were wrong. Actually, tonight, when your head hits the pillow, your brain is supposed to initiate one of the most incredible biological cleanup operations in the human body. See, it is called the glymphatic system. Think of this system as a night shift janitorial crew. While you are unconscious, this system literally opens up the tiny spaces between your brain cells and flushes them with cerebrospinal fluid. It sweeps out toxic proteins like amyloid beta, which is the plaque linked to Alzheimer's disease. It nourishes your neurons. It repairs the optic nerves in your eyes. It locks in the memories of your grandchildren's names. It is the great biological reset button for your entire nervous system. But here is the hard truth regarding aging that we have to face. After the age of 65, this janitorial crew starts to go on strike. The pipes get narrow. The flow becomes weak. The pressure drops. And that is why so many of you wake up feeling heavy. That is why the brain fog doesn't lift until noon. That is why your eyes feel gritty and your focus is blurry, even after you've spent 8 hours in bed. Your body rested, but your brain didn't get washed. But what if you could help that crew get back to work? What if I told you that the specific liquid you drink 60 minutes before bed could act as the fuel to restart this cleaning cycle? We aren't talking about magic potions or expensive pharmaceuticals here. We are talking about biochemistry. I am going to walk you through the top 5 scientifically proven juices that specifically target this nighttime repair phase. We will look at the enzymes that scrub your arteries and the antioxidants that act like internal sunglasses for your retina. And please, you need to listen until we get to juice number 1. It contains a compound that surprised nearly every researcher who studied it, because it literally controls the on switch for deep restorative sleep. So let's change the way you sleep and repair. Let's start the countdown with number 5. This is a drink that almost no senior thinks to consume in the evening, but it is absolutely vital for the most sensitive input device your brain possesses, your eyes. I am talking about carrot juice. Now we have all heard the old wives' tale, eat your carrots for good eyes. Well, it turns out your grandmother was actually a bit of a scientist. She just didn't know the mechanism. You see, your eyes are effectively an extension of your brain, and at night they undergo massive repair work. Carrot juice is a nutrient-dense delivery system for beta-carotene. When you drink this, your liver, which is incredibly active while you sleep, processes that beta-carotene and converts it into vitamin A. Vitamin A is the building block of rhodopsin, a purple pigment in your retina that allows you to see in low light. But the real magic for seniors lies in 2 other compounds found in this orange elixir, lutein and zeaxanthin. As we age, the protective pigment layer in our eyes begins to thin out. It's like the ozone layer disappearing, or like wearing sunglasses that are slowly fading away. Lutein and zeaxanthin are known as macular pigments. They physically travel to your retina and rebuild that shield, acting like internal sunglasses that filter out damaging blue light and oxidative stress. The science on this is solid. A massive study published in the Archives of Ophthalmology followed over 77,000 women. It found that those with high intakes of these specific nutrients had a significantly lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of blindness in people over 60. By drinking this at night, you provide the raw materials right when the eye is entering its repair phase. However, and this is critical, you might be wasting your time and money if you drink it wrong. Beta-carotene is fat-soluble. If you drink raw carrot juice on an empty stomach, most of that gold just passes right through your digestive tract. To unlock the medicine, you need a key. That key is fat. So here is the protocol. I want you to take 4 to 5 medium carrots. Juice them fresh if you can. If you buy store-bought, Check the label to ensure there is no added sugar. Then add just half a teaspoon of olive oil or coconut oil, or simply eat 3 or 4 almonds while you drink it. This signals your gallbladder to release bile, which carries those vitamins straight into your bloodstream. Drink this about 2 hours before bed so you aren't rushing to the bathroom all night. If carrot juice is for the eyes, our next drink is for the highways that feed the brain. Number 4 is beetroot juice. Now, let's be honest. It tastes like dirt. It is earthy, it is strong. But what this deep purple liquid does to your blood vessels is nothing short of a medical miracle. One of the biggest issues with the aging brain is a lack of oxygen. Our blood vessels become stiff and narrow over time, and this restricts flow to the frontal lobe. That is the area right behind your forehead responsible for focus, decision-making, and working memory. Beetroot juice is the world's most potent natural source of dietary nitrates. When you drink it, a chemical chain reaction begins. Your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. That is a fancy medical way of saying it tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. A groundbreaking study from Wake Forest University actually used MRI scans to watch this happen in real time. The results were stunning. Older adults who drank beetroot juice showed significantly increased blood flow to the white matter of their frontal lobes. Essentially, the juice turned the lights back on in the dim parts of the brain. But just like with the carrots, there is a trap here. A mistake almost everyone makes that renders this juice useless. You must not use antibacterial mouthwash immediately before or after drinking beetroot juice. It sounds strange, I know, but the conversion of those nitrates into brain-saving nitric oxide actually starts with the good bacteria living on your tongue. If you nuke your mouth with strong mouthwash, you kill the bacteria, and the chemical reaction never happens. You are just drinking purple sugar water. So, start slow. Beets are powerful detoxifiers. Start with 4 ounces mixed with a little water or apple to mask the taste. Drink it 2 to 3 hours before bed. This ensures the nitric oxide levels peak right as you enter deep REM sleep, flooding your brain with oxygen when it needs it most. We have improved the vision. We have opened the highways. Now, we need to protect the cargo. Number 3 is the ancient fruit of royalty, pomegranate juice. For thousands of years, this fruit was a symbol of life. Today, modern neuroscientists are looking at it as a weapon against dementia. Your brain is a high-performance engine. It consumes massive amounts of energy, and just like a car engine produces exhaust, your brain produces metabolic waste called oxidative stress. This is essentially biological rust. Over time, this rust damages your neurons. Pomegranates contain a specific powerful class of antioxidants called punicolagens. These aren't your average vitamins. Pomegranate juice has 3 times the antioxidant capacity of red wine or green tea. But the real breakthrough is what happens in your gut. When you drink this, your gut bacteria eat these compounds and transform them into a molecule called urolithin A. Why should you care about urolithin A? Because it is one of the very few compounds in existence that can cross the blood-brain barrier. The blood-brain barrier is a fortress. It keeps almost everything out to protect the brain, but urolithins have a VIP pass. Once inside, they protect the mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your brain cells. A study from UCLA found that seniors with memory complaints who drank just 8 ounces of this juice daily showed significant improvements in verbal and visual memory tasks after just 4 weeks. Think about that. 4 weeks to a measurable difference. Quality controls everything here. Do not buy pomegranate cocktail or pomegranate blend. Those are sugar bombs disguised as health food. So you want 100% pomegranate juice. It is tart. It makes your mouth pucker. That is how you know the medicinal compounds are there. Drink 6 to 8 ounces in the evening to let those antioxidants patrol your system all night long. We are getting close to the top. Number 2 is a juice that researchers all over the world have labeled a superfood for the brain. If you are worried about forgetting names, losing your keys, or that general feeling of cognitive decline, this is your drink. Number 2 is blueberry juice. That deep dark blue color? That comes from compounds called anthocyanins. These are not just pigments, they are powerful signaling molecules. When you drink concentrated blueberry juice, these molecules travel directly to the hippocampus. The hippocampus is the save button of your brain. It is responsible for taking short-term memories from the day and writing them into long-term storage while you sleep. Tragically, it is also the first area to deteriorate in Alzheimer's disease. But there is incredibly hopeful news. A landmark study published in the Annals of Neurology followed over 16,000 women for more than 20 years. The results were staggering. The women with the highest intake of blueberry compounds delayed their cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. Imagine getting 2.5 years of your memory back. That is the power of nutrition. Now here is a secret for the juice enthusiasts. Size matters. If you can find juice made from wild blueberries, buy it immediately. Wild blueberries are tiny. This means they have less water and more skin. The skin is where the antioxidants live. Wild blueberries have nearly twice the antioxidant payload of the big, watery ones you find in the supermarket. You can blend fresh or frozen berries or buy 100% pure juice. Aim for the equivalent of 1 cup of berries. Drink this about 1 hour before bed. Why? Because memory consolidation, that saving process, happens most intensely during sleep. You are literally sending the construction crew the supplies they need right before their shift starts. And now, we arrive at number 1. This juice is the game changer. It is the only one on this list that addresses the root cause of why the glymphatic brain cleaning system fails in the first place. The root cause is a lack of deep sleep, and the solution is tart cherry juice. Please notice I said tart, not sweet black cherries. We are talking about Montmorency cherries, the sour ones. Here is the biological reality. As we age, our pineal gland calcifies. It produces less and less melatonin. Melatonin isn't just a sleep hormone, it is the master switch for the brain's cleaning cycle. Without enough melatonin, you might doze off, but you won't enter the deep restorative stages where the heavy cleaning happens. Tart cherries are one of the rarest food sources of naturally occurring melatonin, but they offer a double punch mechanism. They also contain compounds that block the enzymes that destroy tryptophan, allowing your body to produce more of its own melatonin naturally. The European Journal of Nutrition published data showing that participants drinking this juice spent significantly more time in bed actually asleep and had higher sleep efficiency. But wait, there is one more benefit. For tart cherry is a potent anti-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation is the enemy of the aging brain. It creates brain fog and fatigue. Tart cherry juice reduces systemic inflammation, similar to how NSAIDs like ibuprofen work, but without damaging your stomach lining. It cools the brain down so it can finally rest. So, with 1 glass, you get more natural melatonin, deeper restorative sleep, activated brain cleaning, and reduced inflammation. That is why it is our undisputed number 1. Timing is critical here. You want to drink this 30 to 60 minutes before bed. You don't need gallons of it. Most people use the concentrate form. It's cost-effective and potent. Mix just 1 ounce of concentrate into a small glass of water. It's sour, it's tart, but think of it as medicine from nature. So, let's recap. Carrot for the vision. A beetroot for the blood flow, pomegranate for the protection, blueberry for the memory, and tart cherry for the deep sleep that makes it all possible. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this list and thinking, do I have to drink 5 glasses of juice every night? I'll spend the whole night in the bathroom. No, absolutely not. Please don't do that. Here is my challenge to you. Pick one, listen to your body. What is your biggest complaint? Is it your eyes? Start with carrot. Is it your sleep quality? Start with tart cherry. Try it for just 7 days. Keep a little journal. Monitor how you feel when you wake up. Are you less foggy? Is the world a little sharper? Your brain is incredibly resilient. It wants to repair itself. It is just waiting for you to give it the right raw materials. You have the power to change the trajectory of your aging, 1 glass at a time. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing. We are building a community here dedicated to aging not just gracefully, but powerfully. And before you go, you need to be aware of the other side of the coin. There are specific foods that actually shut down your brain repair cycle, and you might be eating one of them for dinner tonight without even knowing it. Look for our next video where we break those down. Thank you for watching, and here is to a clearer, brighter morning.